Good morning, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. What an amazing week we've been having over the last couple of weeks. Just been on an absolute tear, and I hope all of you guys have been making some great profits or managing your accounts. Right? The win ratio is just through the roof. Everything's being called out live. It's in front of you guys. We discussed it in pre-market and post-market every day, right? And even though I'm going with small sizes, I think I'm doing pretty good for the week, and I'm happy with it. And for SPY yesterday, we had a nice little rip all day. It held gains all day. Then towards the end of the day, it gave up some gains, right? Maybe towards the job numbers this morning, right? Good or bad, job numbers they missed expectations. So let's see. It could be good in a way for us for the stock market, right? Because the Fed eases on those. But here on SPY, if today we do go higher, right? If we do take above 441.70 or 442 and we do rip up higher, then we might see 444, this number right here. And when we see this number 444, I might scalp some puts to the downside on a retest of 443, 442, 42. It might give us that $1 play to the downside for a trade. All right, in the stock market, if you can predict a $1 move, we can make a lot of money in options. You guys all know that, right? Because we're trading, so even a $1 move can give us very good profits. Now, this week, so there's a daily chart we're looking at, and we do have this gap right here towards 434.90. We do have this gap right here, which is likely to be filled. I'm pretty sure this will be filled. Now the question is, so let's go on the weekly chart. On the weekly, here's how our candlestick is looking right now. Okay, here's what I'm seeing right now. What's going to happen? We're going to close this week green. Overall, on the weekly, I think we close green unless we go below 433, which is a huge red day today for it to happen, if that happens. And the next week, we might visit 4. So this is a weekly chart. So we might close something like this week. And the next week, we might get a dip of this candle, a retracement of this candle, which will be, so the retracement next week will be what? This gap fill right here. Now, this is how you analyze charts on technicals and you predict moves, what might happen. I may be completely wrong, but this is a very good scenario. Next week, we get lows of 430, 450, 435-ish around here. So this happens, and next week we get something like this, a dip, and then we might rip up again, all right? Because on the weekly time frame, it is holding this support level, right? So next week, we might get a wick down here, and then we rip back up. And then if we get the dip next week, and we rip higher than this week, which is 442 or today's high, whatever it will be on this week, then we're likely back in an uptrend again on SPY. Okay, because it's going to end up holding all these supports, and then we continue playing to the upside based on our levels. All right, if that does not happen, then we still have this 420 zone, which is likely to be filled, because we can see that every time SPY comes here, they buy it back up right here. They buy it back up, they take it right back up. So that shows a lot of strength. Okay. So today, let's see, for the first 2-3 hours, I will watch. I will play SPY, but likely after 12 o'clock. I want to see if it dips first or does it rip first. All right, if it dips first, maybe we'll buy some calls around this area. If it rips, then we'll buy some puts. So let's see how it works out. All right. Tech, similar situation. Qs might be a little different than S&P today. It depends because of the job numbers. Tech might be strong, so tech might hold up way better than S&P. All right, but otherwise same action, same price action, as you guys can see. There's nothing different, right? It's like looking at the S&P chart for the last few days. And then financials, they took a little dump at the thing. Unable to hold 39. Remember this. You guys have known this for like many weeks now. Ever since we were here in June, July, I believe. Since this area right here, we gave you the number 39 that it has to hold 39, and it wasn't able to. Might dip. We need it through 39. If it holds above 39 for 1-2 days, financials will be back into play, and we will get that opportunity to play to the upside. All right, here it will be very tricky if they do reject it or if they consolidate it here. Okay, so XLF above 39 hold, we can play to the upside. You can just buy this ETF XLF calls. We played options on it before, we nailed it. Instead of choosing a bank which one to play, right? Then as long as the entire financial sector performs well, and we catch the uptrend move in this, you can make all the money. Something like this we can catch from 39 to like a $42 move, or even if we catch a 40 to 42, a $2 trade, which gives us enough to returns on our plays. Now crypto has been strong, guys. MSTR, if you guys do remember, we entered spreads on this. We have the December $700 calls and $800 call spreads, right? These entry was around 24. Yesterday they were trading around 34. Today they should be around 38 plus. All right. So from 24 to 38 plus, if you're in with me, right, please manage. This is a huge move from $24 to 38 plus, right? And if it goes above 800, holds above 800, these will go to 54, 55, $60. All right, in the coming weeks. Crypto is strong. I do see MSTR much higher, but 24 to 38, that's one heck of a trade. So manage if you're in MSTR spreads. Okay, these were called about 3 weeks ago, I think. I'll alert in the channel. And then RIOT, you want to keep an eye on. All these are moving the same. RIOT, Mara, this also. Above 28, if this can get, or sorry, 29, we already have the level here. Above 29, we do have 34.72-ish. Okay, this area right here. Okay, so 29 is must. If it gets through 29, expect around 34, which is a $5 move. And RIOT, I can tell you guys right now, I was looking at the premiums yesterday, and you can get 2,023 calls at a huge discount right now. Okay, at a huge discount. Okay, the reason being is because this stock was not able to break above the $38 for how long now? Since May. So May, June, July, August, September. It's been 5 months. For 6 months, it's been lower. So the Greeks have adjusted in such a way that the calls higher than $40 strike, they're very cheap right now. If this stock makes a move above the above 34, right, they're gonna add a lot of premium to these calls, and they will more than double. I'm telling you guys right now. Okay, there's one that I'm tracking at. I believe it's a $70 call. It was trading around $13 just a few weeks back, and yesterday it was under $5. So they took a lot of premium out just because it went sideways and went down a little bit. All right, so 2023 calls for RIOT, Mara. If you believe in crypto, if you think they go higher, are trading at a discount right now, is something that you want to keep an eye on and purchase, and you can just sit back. All right, and even if it dips back or comes back up in a 1, 2, 3 months, and if it does rip, those calls will pay huge. All right, so keep an eye on RIOT. Something like this can happen. So let's pretend like this is a stock of space that ripped, right, and then gave up the gains. Now it's sideways. Let's see what space did. So space here, now I'm not comparing, I'm just saying technical wise, this is exactly what RIOT can do. It can exactly make a squeeze back up if Bitcoin rips towards $60,000. All right, so from under 30, it can easily go to $50. All right, then maybe it gives up gains later on. Who gives a shit over trading? We just want to catch this move if it happens. All right, and then I mean $3-4 options will be trading at $20. That's a 500% move. So keep an eye on these names if your account allows you to buy leaps. And then Babalicious, what an amazing entry that we had. Some of you guys are holding, right? A major support zone right here, and now it's opening up at 160. Our calls will be up. I think they will be up roughly 300% at the open at this rate. Alright, they should be close to 300%. I took my profits. Don't forget, I have a lot of Baba. Alright, I've got a lot of Baba in my portfolio. So for me, those calls coming back up is a win on its own. All right, remember that. So that's the reason I sold my calls. I took my early profits. Above 160, today is very likely it can see above 165. All right, so it can have another gap up if it holds for the first 15 minutes. So for the first 15 minutes, all right, if Baba stays above 160. All right, so Baba in the first 5 minutes, if it dips towards 158, 159 and comes back above 160 by 9:45ish, expect this to run to 165, 170 today. All right, I could be wrong, but our calls are up huge. We called them right here. We bought them right here underneath, and you're up huge on them right now. Yash, if you're listening, manage. And we do have until October 29th, so this can obviously see maybe even 200, 190, who knows? And those calls can go up 1,000%. I have no idea. But scale out, I would say. We caught it, so don't let this go into a waste. All right, JD also another big winner. What I love about JD is, the best thing I love about JD, I think is going to be one of the biggest winners if China reverses. It did not give up gains. It did not go in a downtrend from Feb. They held. They kept buying it above 64 every time it reached. It's not trading near lows. They kept buying it. Right. This is a very powerful pattern right here. Just holding this range right here is very powerful. If China is done with this, or if these stocks are coming at bottom, if JD comes to $68 one more time or $64, if it comes in this zone, personally I would go into 2023 leaps if it gets there. I don't know if it will or not. I have no idea. But given the current situation, maybe next month we see this at 64. Who knows? I don't know, right? Maybe we see a nice little dip again in Chinese stocks next month. I have no idea. All right. If it keeps ripping, then it keeps going. All right. But 2023 leaves under this zone will be a great idea on JD. Mastercard. It is something I was seeing yesterday, right? I did not like the monthly, but what I do like here is Mastercard holding this range right here. Here we go. It's holding this strong. If we can get above 365 is a number I just know about my heart for many weeks now. If it gets above 365, what you want to do is let's delete this. Above 365, what you want to see is a move towards 375, and if it holds 375 for 1-2 days, we will likely see 400 very fast on this name. All right. So keep an eye on this financial sector. Okay. And if we look at the monthly chart. The only thing I don't like about the monthly is that we might see some more downside on it, but then I zoomed out. Then I zoomed out to like many years, and it's nothing but a nice little uptrend. So every dip presented nothing but a nice little buying opportunity. Every dip presented nothing but a nice buying opportunity. All right, and now does the same thing happen here, right? Does it present us a nice opportunity towards 400? All right. Last month we made a reversal on Mastercard, which looked better, right? Because this candle I did not like. This month, so last month our high was 362.59. 362.59. This month we already broke the highs of the last month, right? So showing more demand than last month. So Mastercard, keep an eye on it. Buy some time. Next year June calls are going for a lot cheaper, like 430 strike, 440 strike. If Mastercard does move towards 375, they will double those calls. They will add a lot of premium. All right, and PLTR, another name I'm keeping an eye on. Right, last month a little bearish. Right, this month I'm not expecting a big move. That's the reason I'm just being patient. I want PLTR to come towards here. If we can get this move towards here, and then we see this little action here, and we see a reversal back up, that's when I would like to go back up into this name. Tilray, another name you want to keep an eye on. Right, yesterday we had the earnings. Today I was reading some reports, bless you. Today I was reading some reports. They're in talks for a merger and acquisition for a company, right? Instead of, I think it has to do something with, I do have the articles open, so I'll actually just send that to you guys. But Tilray, just keep this name in mind. If it gets 12 and through 14, whenever this happens, maybe this happens this month, maybe in November, maybe in December, maybe next year in June, July. I don't know when it's going to happen, but set these alerts on your screen. All right. 12, and once it's through 14, you're likely going to see 16 and 20 fast on this name. And you can make all the money you want. Okay, so set your alerts. Whenever that happens, keep this in mind. All right. Another name forming a bottom, Walmart, but then again, it gave up some, my lines are wrong. It gave up some gains, but if Walmart gets around 137-ish, you can start adding to leaps slowly. You can scale into 2023's leaps around 137 and see how it holds here. Okay, and if we do get 126, I'll probably take a full size leap play on this around 126. Don't forget, we do have the supply chain issues, so let's see. And Amazon, so many names. Amazon, so we have the all around the same action. For Amazon today, if it takes out today's high, we might get a nice little rip in the market. So let's see what this gives. Tesla also. Tesla is very simple. If it takes above these wicks right here, above this supply zone right here, so above 800, as long as it can stay above 800, we likely see a big move towards 900. And I think they do have earnings next week, which they moved. All right, so keep that in mind. And with this, guys, we'll end it. You guys can just message anything else you guys need in the premium chat, any charts. Thank you so much. Manage your account. Remember one thing, October is a month where you don't want to go full size. Anything can happen. All right. If you're on the right side, you might be like, oh man, I would have made this much money. But hey, what if you're on the wrong side? You would give up your entire position, right? So even small size plays are giving out great returns. So just manage your account. It's more about lasting in this market. You don't need to make money every day. If you last, it means you will make money in the long term. God bless you guys. Back in the chat.